Hi, I'm Debbie.
I'm Whitney.
And I'm Michael.
And you're watching
Word of Mouth.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius.
Today I saw Hair. Hair.
Hair is a play. It was originally made in the 60s.
The height of sort of free love and the Vietnam War and all of that stuff.
Hair is about a group of kids, which, to tell you the truth, I thought they were older. They're really teens. They're high school kids.
And so it's this group, I guess you would call this tribe of hippies, and just sort of their experience probably and what they go through at that time as various characters deal with different aspects of the late 60s.
Claude, I guess you could say he's the main character, and he is a teenager who just got drafted to be in the Vietnam War.
His parents, don't like the long hair and don't like the jeans and don't like the attitude and want him to go to school and go to college and be a man and be something with his life.
And so there's a lot sort of going on around the entire sort of group rallying around the protests against the war, and for him in particular, and he's sort of stuck in between that and his parents and what they wish for him. And so he's got a sort of a big journey, I think, throughout the entire show.
Gavin Creel, who played Claude, was wonderful. I mean, you really felt for him.
I thought his voice was very powerful. He had a wonderful voice. I loved his voice more than anyone else.
Will Swenson played Berger, who is energy, jumping, taking his clothes off. He was just terrific, and really the kind of actor that whenever he's on stage, you're watching him.
Sasha Allen, who played Dion, her voice was amazing. I thought she did a great job.
I really was looking forward to every time she would come back on stage, and every time she was able to sing, and especially when you were able to hear just her. And so from beginning until she closes the show, you really sort of miss when she's not on stage, and you want to hear more of it.
Casey Levy played Sheila, and she has a beautiful voice. All the voices were beautiful. There was not a weak link in this, and if you listen to the music and the harmonies, you can really hear them. But she had a wonderful, wonderful voice, and she has some of the key songs, so you got to hear her several times, which was nice.
Casey Sheik had a great performance, and I liked her character a lot. She played Jeannie, and her voice was beautiful, and really, I think that this is probably one of the better casts I've seen, where I feel like there weren't any weak characters, there weren't any weak actors. Everyone there had a role, everyone there had a strong voice, and I was really, really impressed. This is definitely one of my new favorites.
Hair is a huge company, and there's a lot of folks on stage, and I feel like I couldn't find anyone whose voice I really didn't like or didn't enjoy. They were really great on their own, but there are so many songs when they sing together on stage, they just sound great together, and they're really powerful, both in their emotion and in their voices, and so you really sort of feel for this group, and you really want to be a part of them, and want to join them on stage.
They utilize the entire theater, not just the stage. They are on the stage, they're off the stage, they're up and down the aisles, they're climbing on the seats.
The whole play, they're touching the audience, and they acknowledge that there is an audience at some points, and they're very it's very interactive.
I think it's really cool. It makes you really feel like you're part of this group, and since they do such a great job making you want to feel like you're part of it, it's exciting when you feel like you are.
They walk around giving out flowers. I have one. And they pass them around to the audience. And then flyers during the protest. They pass around flyers. So they definitely utilize the entire theater, not just the stage in this production, which made it fun. It made it fun as an audience member, not knowing when the lights were coming on and when they were popping back out and running around.
That's, I think, part of why it's so fun. It's a big part of why I enjoyed it, is that they just really engage everyone, and it's very colorful, and it was fun.
Even though I've never seen the show before, there clearly are a lot of songs that are famous from this show, and that I either have heard or I've known about.
So many songs. I mean, Aquarius. How do you not love Aquarius? The show starts off with a song that everyone knows. I mean, that we've known for 40 years. I mean, it was a hit song right from the beginning of the show.
Considering that it came out in the 60s, it's like a lot of the funky music that you hear then. It's very psychedelic, kind of, and so it's cool. And the band, in fact, you can see the band in the back, which is also usually the band's not on the stage, but here they were part of the actual setup, and in some cases the characters engage the band as well.
I would say that most of my friends probably have not seen this show at all, similar to myself, but I think it's such a great sort of powerful and unifying and positive message that I think they'd really like it. And I think that I would recommend this to probably anybody I knew. I think they'd all have a really great time.
I would definitely tell people to see it. I would tell people to go see it, bring me with you. I'll go see it with you again. I loved it so much. I hope it stays on Broadway for a long time.
I would definitely recommend it to people. I'm not sure I would take young children, but I think teenagers should definitely see it. And I think if you saw it the first time, no matter how old you were, see it again. If you haven't and you know about it, go, because it's great. It's a wonderful time in the theater. Peace.